My name is Chelsea, and I was raised by a close friend. Those of you that don't know what matching is, it's just smoking with somebody else. This night in particular, I did feel like I was about to be laced. The person that I usually hang with, he was taking way too long. It just was sitting on my mind heavy, like, yeah, something is not right, something's about to happen. But we had a business relationship. I definitely knew that he liked me, so after everything happened, the thought definitely crossed my mind, like maybe he was trying to do more. When he got there, finally, he brought me food. He already had the blunt rolled as well. He never has the blunt rolled, and I still didn't listen to myself. That might have just been me having hope for that he would never do nothing like that to me. After we got done smoking both blunts, I started getting real sleepy. Like, I've never had that type of reaction, and I feel like I couldn't even form my words. I literally told him, like, okay, I'm not feeling right, like, yeah, you're gonna have to leave. After he left, I was able to calm down that night, but the next day I felt like I couldn't think straight, and I had to get rushed to the hospital. When I confronted him, he definitely said, oh, so that's why you were looking like that. So that kind of alarmed me, because it's like, what do you mean, why am I looking like that? If you feel like I'm looking any type of way and we just got done smoking, you should probably be like, are you okay? You know, like, what's going on? Like, you know, if you're my friend. He didn't react that way. As soon as I said I couldn't form my words, he was like, okay, let me just get myself, like, he was trying to hurt me, go. I called a friend. He asked me if somebody put something in my drink, and immediately, like, I got defensive, and I was just like, no, this is how I am. I was able to go to sleep that night. After I woke up, I was very paranoid. I couldn't think straight, so I called my sister and I told her what was going on. I wasn't sure who I was laced by at the time. Even though he had already had that blunt pre-rolled, I was still like, maybe it's from my own supplier. I called my supplier, and I also called him. I didn't get that it was from my supplier, and with his reaction, it was very different. It seemed like he was panicking, you know, in a way, like, oh my gosh, you know, and he said, I would never do that to you, you know, and I wanted so bad to believe him. He was very brief. Just because of his reaction, I was like, yeah, I don't want to continue talking. He kind of blew me up a little bit. The next day, I stopped responding. He was like, I see that you unfollowed me. At first, I wasn't going to respond, but I responded because I feel like he was not understanding the seriousness of the situation. I got laced, and he said, you know, I'm taking it very serious, and he said that he went and tried to find out information, I guess, about his source. I don't know. I don't care. I no longer drink. I no longer smoke, just to, you know, avoid that happening again. I'm definitely not going to not trust myself, not trust my intuition. I think that was the biggest thing for me, to learn how to trust myself. I also have stopped tarot. Tarot, I feel like, was also a distraction, kind of just causing more anxiety. So really, this situation was a blessing in disguise. It allowed me to get everything out the way, all the distractions.